it's Nikki from Sail Tahiti. Welcome on board Lady Charlyette. I'm with the owner on board, and we're going to show you what's different about this boat and what makes her so special.
COVID times.
Yes.
And it's epoxy vacuum-backed sandwich construction.
Yes.
Very lightweight.
Yes.
And it's for different uses. Using the solar.
Yeah.
Water collection.
Yes,
water,
yes.
And grabbing rail.
Yes, yes. That's good.
And
so it has a set of windows that run right along the middle, and we'll just have a little look in the inside. You can see here you have a full view on your sail area right from your helm station. There's a really good overhang here.
Yeah, for sunshade.
Yeah, so it's actually the plexi is in the shade almost all of the time. I guess keeping the cockpit nice and cool. Here you've got an aft sunshade which is done really nicely. You can see through it, so the cockpit stays really light, and there's a good stainless steel support at the bottom which gives it good rigidity. Wet
Sunshades
weather
and rain covers.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have also a winter enclosure to close it completely in bad weather with windows.
Yeah,
So like a saloon.
exactly, which can then benefit from the heat coming from the inside of the boat. So if you want it to stay warm,
Yes,
it's not much of an issue for us here.
If you are in Norwegian waters or in Iceland, you can use it, yes.
And this, of course, I didn't show it, is
Yes,
the
that's
water
rain
collection pipe.
For if you have bottles or something to collect.
To fill up, okay. So just to finish on the rigid bimini, which is really beautiful, the windscreen all the way around here, this is in plexi, yeah? So there's a plexi surround with opening hatches here for aeration. There we go. Now it's open. And obviously we've kept the old bimini structure, so there's actually a grab rail here as well. Really nicely done.
That's about 600 watts.
Okay, so over the davit structure, built onto the davit structure, is the solar array with 600 watts of power in 3 hard panels. On the roof, which was installed in Martinique, 4 flexible panels with a total of
1,280.
1,280. Okay, so here there is an AGM Victron battery set. That's being changed, so it'll be a September 2023 battery park.
Next week, yes.
Yeah. In terms of total battery capacity, already this set has got the AMEL additional pack, so that brings the total amperages to
660 amps.
660 amps. And here,
And hours.
yeah, and power, yeah, total capacity. And here are the 2 MPPT controllers, because there are 2 separate charge controllers for the 2 solar. We have an induction hob and a steam oven, which is quite unusual.
Yes, it's both electric.
Yes.
And usually it works with the sun. No problems. Also with the EGM batteries. And it's still not a problem if it's the next day, but on the second or third day with no sun, you have to use the generator, for some minutes. The original ones are bummer, and they are not really reliable. There's a timing belt or something, and that's the weakest point. It usually breaks in the very worst weather situations.
Okay, so here we have a profile for the staysail and a Reckman for the Genoa. Here we've got the proprietary AMEL mainsail floating system.
Yes.
With
By the way, that's completely new, but now with a cover
yes,
against the UV rays,
yeah,
because it's not set nice for the lip seals and so on.
yes.
And the
here,
new sails.
the sail, it's a hydronet sail.
Yes, all hydrogen. Yes.
All hydronet. So hydronet here and for the stay sail and for the Genoa.
And for the mizzen.
And
Yes,
for the mizzen
correct.
sail.
So the Jenica is connected to this point
Okay,
or to this point. It's your
okay. And you've got a carbon spinnaker pole?
it's custom made.
Yeah.
See there are extra reinforcement. Example, this point is when you are usually you don't have to, but it can happen that it comes on the railing. So it's a reinforcement.
And you use this to pole out your Genoa?
Yes.
And for you, the Simpson Davids, what's the...
Absolutely the best. Never
Yeah.
had a problem.
Yeah. And your operation runs how?
Yeah.
Okay. So super easy, yeah?
Yes, one chain is 80 meters.
Yeah.
The second one is usually not chain,
Yes.
it's rope.
Yes.
But this one is 50 meters of chain.
Has there ever been any circumstance where you've used
Yes.
it? Yes.
3 or 4 times in a gale or something, yes?
Yes. You've just dropped it down as extra
Yes, extra safe.
safety.
And nothing
Okay.
happens, yes. But from the factory, the standard is without this.
Yes.
So it opens this way or this way because this is too weak alone.
Yes, yes.
It's standalone.
Yes.
So now it's super stable.
Yeah.
First here is another anchor, main anchor.
Yes.
45 kilogram spade.
Yes.
It's much better than the original one, even it's not stainless steel. Second detail is this, it's not steel anymore.
Textiles. Yes, you've got
It's,
the textile.
Dyneema,
Yes.
so no rust anymore.
Yes,
And it's
exactly.
even the same strength.
Here, all around the boat, is a solid stainless steel guardrail. For additional safety, the owners have put forward here some netting. I guess when you're working on the foredeck, that's going to give you, more security in your operations. Okay, so here the setup as is on board Lady Charlyette. In additions, there is a forward sonar, which we'll talk a little bit about with Stefan now. He'll tell us how he finds it useful.
Well, very often you need it nearly in every atoll,
Yeah.
for motors for instance,
Yes.
because even the satellite pictures,
Yes.
when you use it as a chart,
Yeah.
are not really showing every detail.
Yes.
And
So how
it's,
far ahead can you see, do you think?
depends on the depth.
Yes.
Now you see we can go looking forward about what's the without my glasses 30 meters or something.
Yes.
In 10-30 meters depth. So
Okay.
third or fourth times the depth.
And
3 or
then-
4 times.
And then in terms of chart plotter, there's a chart plotter inside.
Yes, the second.
But-
That is the main one, the master one, and that's the slave.
Yeah. But here, because the Navionics charts are really visual and it's obviously portable, you're using your iPad, which is
Yes,
a really...
only.
So in terms of the AMEL regular setup, there's the AMEL bow thruster. For your bow thruster, it stores up, so you would drop it down before you use it. Standard windlass controls Volvo Penta on off, okay, with throttle. And then there's a full set of electric furlers for the mainsail, the Genoa and the staysail, which we operate from here. So here, autopilot. On board there's a single autopilot.
Yes.
We have obviously mechanical steering for the wheel and calculator for the
Yes,
auto helm. And the steering system is
It's
visible
under the bed.
under the bed. Yeah.
Yes. You see
Exactly.
that's the hydraulic autopilot system.
Okay, so there's the hydraulic jack, which would be controlling the, giving the impulse to the rudder. The steering quadrant, And there you can see the B&G instrument sensor. Okay, so this wrench fits where? Can you show me?
And this wrench is made for this.
Okay, so have you needed to use it?
Yes, you need it once a year maybe.
That's the custom made, right? So you check under here every...
I check every 6 months. I have a list and an Excel sheet
Yes.
for everything
Yeah.
to maintain it.
Okay.
So I can't forget it. Chart table, there is the master chart plotter, and you can see the AIS signals on the screen. The original spec GPS, which would be a good backup, and then the B&G system multi-instrument, so you can get wind angle and other information at the chart table. New VHF. Okay, so that's a really handy way you put your table up, yeah? Perfect. So there is the 24 volt alternator for the 24 volt system. And here's a raw water pump, and directly underneath is a 12 volt alternator.
Okay, and
that's
this...
the design for it, and that's why we have a water collection under the raw water pump, you see?
Yes, oh yes, this tray here.
To keep the water under the engine.
Okay, right, so this means in the old world any failure of the O-rings would result in, you know, drips of water going onto the alternator, which is obviously not ideal. So this boat has a kind of innovative system with a new pump where there's no longer that kind of problem. The setup for the bilge pump alarm system is there is an alarm stored around about at this height.
Yes.
On this boat there are 2 alarms installed so that you get, you know, warning much quicker.
Yes.
If there's any problem with your bilge pump. This is the second alarm, it's higher, and the first alarm is actually much lower down the well. About approximately how
It's
high is it?
around 10 centimeters above the usual water level.
Okay, okay. So that means if for any reason, because first of all, let's just explain on the AMEL boats there is only one through hull. So
Yes.
all the water being used in the boat is coming back to that point.
Yep.
So that might be your washing machine or just other regular usage. So you really want to make sure that you're emptying that efficiently and you haven't got any problem with water coming back and obviously into this area. So this is a really smart system to make sure that you're alerted, you know, really quickly to be able to take action if you have got any water that's collecting in the boat.
The water maker is
a 24 and 220.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can run it off your generator,
Yes.
offshore power,
Yes.
and off your batteries.
And if some motor fails, you have the other one.
You have the other option, yeah. For me, looking around the engine room, it is, you know, obviously in perfect order. Really, really clean.
And dry.
And dry.
Most important.
Clean
Dry.
and very dry, yeah. If you just want to have a quick look at the equipment. We've got a regular style 220 volt fridge.
Correct.
Which can be used when the boat's in or out the water because it's not the frigga boat system. Then we have 2 fridge freezers, one here and one standard AMEL underneath this bench. Here we've already talked about the induction hob and steam oven. We've got storage lockers here on both sides. Small dishwasher. Obviously sink with pressurized water. And there's a water filter
Correct.
in place.
Under the
yeah.
things is a extra water filter for this tap.
Yes.
And we have an extra hose for a pre-tank from the water maker.
Okay.
If there's something in your main tank
Yes.
and you are not sure about,
Yes.
you can take the
Directly
freshest
from the
water
water
directly
maker.
from behind the water maker.
Yeah. And obviously standard in AMEL is to install the water maker control panel here, which is a really nice place in the galley. So you can actually, you know, set it running, etc. Do your tests, control how you want your water to be running, either out here or into the tanks, right here in your kitchen where you want it. Got a salinity test kit on board?
No, we have TSD tester
Ah,
and a
yes.
pH tester.
Okay, so the water is tested regularly, and the water maker is,
it's only 150 around. What's
the parts per million, I think
yes,
it is. Yeah,
that's
exactly,
one.
exactly. Okay, and then here, standard. This here would be your. Just correct me if I'm wrong. This is the 24 volt panel, but those are all on running off the 24 volt system.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And here, if you wanted to switch between generator and 220 volt and 24 volt,
You have to use. You have the inverter is here to switch.
okay, inverter switch there. Yes.
Takes a moment. So now
Okay,
we
you
have
can see it's flashing.
220.
And now we have power coming out the 220 outlets.
Yeah. Usually it's much too small.
Yeah, exactly. Good for people like me
Yeah.
who is starting to need to wear glasses. Anyway, so here everything really clearly marked. This is obviously the 220 volt panel, okay, with the water maker if you wanted to use it on that setup, and the other regular 220 volt kitchen installations, which would be dishwasher, washing machine.
Yes, usually dishwasher in former times, but since solar, it's normal with the
Of course,
inverter.
yeah. But if you want, you could choose.
Once, that's why it's written once dishwater.
Oh,
So
okay.
you don't use it anymore.
Okay, but for the washing machine, you still
Yes.
use your generator. There's a dryer.
Yes.
It's a washer dryer.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's two machines.
Two machines. Okay. There's a drying
Separated.
machine as well. Okay, which you would obviously need to put the generator on for.
Yes.
Do you want to talk me through? I mean, obviously, air conditioning we understand. Water heater is for hot water.
Yeah.
Hot showers if you want them. The water will heat off the engine as well.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
that's
that
most of the time.
most of the time. So this is
Usually.
only occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you can check the system regarding the
Ah,
grounding
Yes.
system.
Yes.
You can check if there's any light on, then there's a problem.
There's an electrical leakage.
connection,
yeah.
leak,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah. So here the dryer system installed in the forward bathroom, and here the washing machine. So you've got a complete bathroom which has a dry shower, because there'll be a curtain that you can install here, so that you can, when you shower, you're not putting any water on the toilet, etc. And it's a full kind of workroom with washing machine and dryer.